Because this girl told me, she literally told me, imagine this girl has lied, she's on her periods. So I'm the one who's getting all the strokes.
Hey.
All the strokes.
Where?
You get?
Hi guys, welcome to the 4th episode of the Clubhouse podcast. My name is Mudeundalana. We are wishing all our Muslim listeners and viewers a
Ramadan cream.
cream. Si karim.
I saw a meme about it.
Umse ameanza kutwang na tumeanza.
Manze.
Cream.
Nimeshangaa kwani tuko US. Are we in US?
Sasa Rusi waila ndo.
Mbona mna throw shade?
Na ndio tunaanza.
I'm not sure if it's Ramadan Kareem
Any premonation,
or
this is going to be a
cream.
messy episode, but ni sawa.
I'm not sure if it's Ramadan Kareem or Ramadan Cream like
Or
Seba.
Mubarak. I think it's more of the same anyway. But shout out to the Muslims.
Mimi naweza
Shida ni pronunciation.
bana ni Ramadan Kareem.
Yes, cream ni nini? Cream ni ya maziwa.
No, that was a meme. I read that from a meme. Nataka kuisikia.
Mubarakenu sijui mtaisema.
That was a meme.
Yes, but kwa sahi
Ramadan Kareem,
Yeah.
our Muslim listeners and viewers. My name is Mudeundalana and welcome to the Clubhouse podcast.
Yeah, you know the vibes.
Eh.
So ni intro.
Sasa, you know the vibes, hiyo ni ya Mr. Vibes.
Okay, so.
ameniiba bana. Ibaraki ya pili niweze kusema hii kitu. But for introduction sitawaambia jina. Mnajua tayari. Sasa nishasema sitawaambia jina. So there's no point of kujintroduce vile mmenizoea.
Sema unataka tukuintroduce ala.
Sasa ungekuwa ushasema.
Anaitwa Mr. Vibes aka Eugene.
Asante.
Niseme ile jina lingine.
Aziwe.
Eugene with a chewed heart.
No, hati yangu iko chewed vile watu wanaiweka.
It's chewed, bro.
I can explain.
It's chewed.
Not today though. We have a beautiful
Before we go
guest,
to our guest, wacha
and
introduce.
obviously chairman mwenye
Da introduce guest wangu, Jomeni ndo nimemleta.
Sawa. Unajua Swahili wanasema mgeni njoo wenyeji wapone.
Bas.
ni
Naona
wako.
mmepona. Naona mmepona.
Nani wako?
Okay, my name is Sebastian aka
Chocolate Daddy.
you know the vibes. And today this is another episode and me niko quite nervous about it. I'm not gonna lie. And because it's the episode tuko na our first ever guest kwa podcast.
Na mbona unanipa ile bombastic
Side eye.
Unajua alakupeaga wewe sasa leo inabidi angalie mara mbili.
Leo everything I say can and will be used against me. So I have to be leo studio imejaa, you know.
Unaji.
Tuko na audience. Live audience. Yeah, and today we have a guest.
Muite vizuri. Mgeni wangu ulimuita hivyo.
Sawa jameni. Today I have a guest.
Mgeni wangu.
A very special guest anyway, and atajiintroduce. This was on a short notice anyway. I didn't expect her to show up, but she did, so big shout out to her. And atajiintroduce and then we'll go ahead with the podcast. Yes.
Hi guys, my name is Simmone. Yeah, that's all I want to say.
A very popular face.
Haiko hata nikuje, so ni God.
Simone the popular lady.
For now.
For now. So he fame ni short lived.
Ini short.
Kwani you don't like it?
No, it's okay.
It's imenipatia some opportunities. Yeah.
But
niliacha social media kitambo. Yeah, back then in 2019.
Mwanzo 2019 most of people in this nini waliko high school, so
exactly. So
ukiacha ndio wengine ndio walikuwa na
Wanzo gani? Wewe kwanza wewe. Huwezi sema hivyo. Ulikuwa which year?
Mimi ndio nilikuwa namaliza shule. Campus, that is. Campus.
Uongo.
So wengine tulikuwa tunaanza.
Okay, acha tutawapea audience context because most of them don't really get
Who Simmone
our
is.
party context. So as we get into the conversation is when these things will build up pole pole, and then waelewe exactly why Simmone is part of
The
Clubhouse.
today.
the part of today. So we want to thank you for listening on our previous 3 episodes.
Hey,
I
Moses
hope you
medupoa.
enjoyed.
Feedback nayo. Feedback nayo. Hey.
I'm pretty sure it's because of my cute voice.
Nilijua
Okay.
nasema hivyo.
Take the credit, of course. Unajua najua
Nilijua
tu
nasema
atatake
hivyo.
credit.
Unajua tungekuwa hapo nje ningemwambia chapa shot.
Chapa shot.
Because of my
Au kunywagi.
Ana watch.
Hii ni juice. Kunywagi juice.
I do not do that.
The past episodes have been
Yeah,
quite
they've
nice
gone well.
from the response, the feedback pale IG, and our visuals are now on YouTube, ni zetu somewhere here on this nini for the visuals when you're wanataka coach, seeing is believing and all.
Yeah, and
Tuonekane.
you have to enjoy my beautiful face.
Hey, mashallah.
I take so much time to get ready.
Mi naona tunafaa kuwa na girls edition ndo huyu aseme.
I think that will be next week, by the way. We had planned for last
Aseme hizo
week.
vitu zake juu leo.
We had actually planned for last week,
Yeah,
but then it didn't make to
Didn't
happen.
work out.
Hata kukuwa
This
na
episode was
series
supposed to
sasa.
be shot last week, but anyway, twende vile kuna
So
God's plan.
because what happened in the previous week will lead us to what the discussion we are going to have today. I want you, Mr. Vibes,
Yeah.
take us through the past 2 weeks.
How have they been?
How
For you?
was it?
Kwani hamkuniona maandamano?
Maandamano imekuwa this week.
Amesema
last-
past 2
the
weeks.
past
Sasa mi
2
nimeanza na the recent week nikienda nyuma. Hamkuniona maandamano?
Iko tu saa tu
Si mimi nilikuwa narusha ile
we uling'oa tomboya.
mi nilikuwa Daudi.
Huyo,
Unajua-
by the way, wewe unafaa kutafutwa.
Mbona sasa?
Wewe ndio ulingoyo huyo.
Udakuwa ninakaa huo msee.
Mnafanana.
Cheki kupandana si kukaa huo msee.
You're one family, genus and species.
Pale. Unajua unaweza fanya hivyo shtike sakaja vile kuja.
Kweli, don't accuse him.
Either way, how's the week been?
My week man. Mi siwezi unajua mi si complainigi. I tell my friends.
You just go
Vile
with
mi
the
niko
vibe.
sahi. Ndo mimi. So probably the whole of the week nimekuwa hivi.
Kwa tu, you just been
nimekuwa tu
chilling.
hivi,
Just been chilling.
Kusurvive na kuangalia maandamano.
Na mwenye
On
furaha
TV.
tele.
On TV, si ndio?
Lakini
Una
unajua
gas za
uzuri
kuingia kwa street.
furaha yangu haikuji na mtu. So.
The chewed head.
Usiende hapo.
Dalash.
So my week was fantastic.
How fantastic was it?
Na situdanganye.
Lakini story zake tunajua.
Unajua,
Lakini hatuwezi choma.
anajiita Madam T na tayari tuko na chai.
Anapenda chai.
Na tuko nayo.
Anapenda
Na
chai.
kunywa juice.
Yeah, I don't do that. So I had a good week. Yeah, I think this was the week that I was like, oh, thank God, I'm no longer a news reporter.
Uliquit.
Kitu ka hiyo. Because unaimagine mi nikilia juu ya tear gas.
Ulikuwa upeleke kwa grao.
Kwa ufupi
We
anasema
used to do these
haizi lilia
things.
mapenzi na haizi lilia tear gas.
Alikuwa peleke kwa grao.
Aki
But
sweetheart.
ni ngumu though. You saw the other
Damn.
guy alikuwa atoa machozi on set. Huyo jamaa anafaa credits zake.
Amjai kula me I have.
Sinadhani hizo tear gas ni outdated. Walikuwa nasema zime expire. So mnaogopa?
Buda, sasa
Ushai kula
usilie
tear
game
gas?
expire.
Sijai.
Yeah, mi ni shy and
Alafu?
it's very and you know the worst thing is if you're going to go on camera and you're like yes, I can hear you on studio and your eyes are teary and you can't scratch your eyes because now
Mande-
you have the makeup on.
I think
you have to look
mi ningekuwa
pretty.
dem ningetumia opportunity kulia kama heartbreak yangu.
Unatumia opportunity to cry for all your fallen,
Buda,
all your
mbona
past.
unalia nimepigwa tear gas but in real sense
Unalilia mtu
Uko pale.
them days.
jeraha.
Ndalana in studio. I have to tell you, it's intense. People, Kenyans are rowdy today.
But it's tough
Ulikuwa
kuwa journalist
cinematic
in
kwa
Kenya.
life.
Mi naonea huruma but such is life. At least walitupea
I think I
Nice
just
coverage.
thank God I'm not in that scenery.
Anyway,
Clubhouse
but you're okay all in all.
Mini baby girl.
You're okay all in all, sindio? Umekuwa in one piece, nini, you've been healthy,
Yeah.
going out, nini. Tumekuwa tukiona outside. Whatever outside mbaya.
Unajua utafanya useme Clubhouse podcast. It's because of my voice.
So,
Anyway,
Mr. Vibes, tumemalizana nawe, tushajua wiki yangu. Haya, Sebastian Chema,
Manze mi.
unabugia kinywaji.
Me, my week, actually 2 weeks since last week hatukuwa.
Yeah, true.
2 weeks have been crazy. My last 2 weeks have been crazy.
Umeacha.
Eugene knows why. Eugene is part of this guy is part of my problems actually.
You know I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Naona jamaa anakunywa.
Let me tell you see this boy club that goes on here.
It's crazy.
Podcast, please. Mnafanyanga tusikie
Usituingilie.
But Sandalano kama uko na mtu wako ataka tu.
Bana, this chile doesn't hang out with us.
Unamruka sasa.
Eugene, I kid you not. If we call her to hang out, she won't come.
No,
she won't come.
Atasema nimekatazwa na
atatuambia sikia, that's not my thing.
That's not my thing.
Alafu baadaye natoke about it, she's like, oh, nini mnaendanga kunini peke yenu.
See you guys.
So selfish of you.
Thing.
What's your thing?
Branching.
Right. Okay.
ama thing yako ni kutupotelea na kutupia stories after.
No, my thing is branching.
Anyway,
So
let me finish up on my week. The past weekend I failed. Okay, nikana na self snitch. So siwezi ongelea story anyway. But it was a crazy weekend. But all in all, we made it out of it alive. Nikarudi job, nimekuwa job for the, I've been working out here, man.
True, my guy.
And if
Grand muhimu.
If you're Sebastian's boss, he was lying. He didn't hurt his hand.
Wewe watch your story. Unajua naweza sikiza by chance.
Hapo aseme
acheni hizo story. Acheni unani snitch.
Nani huyo?
Uzuri ni wazee hata they watch these things.
Aya.
Watu wapi?
Useme wazee
watu wapi?
Sisi tunapenda wa baba.
No, umemjua aje na umtumia.
Tunawatumia, utajua
jinsi. But acha niwaambie kitu about this week. During the maandamano thing where people in the streets, I was actually at work and mina work around CBD. Nilikuwa naona action live niko kwa movie.
Sungaingilia.
My friend. Niingilie. That's not my battle.
Told that is the last bit of the.
Okay, so I'll hold it. But it was a crazy. Me nimewitness a lot
like
of things.
Like I said, I might know you, Sebastian's boss, cause story ya wa baba na.
Mimi nitakusema wallahi.
Sisi Shori's what 20-year-old.
Just stop. Just stop
no,
it.
No. That brings us to our guest today.
Yeah, true.
Madam,
bring us to the topic of conversation.
Watu watupiga competition na ni wetu.
Wacha mgeni ajiintroduce. Simmone, take us through what happened.
No. Wacha aseme hata wiki yake imekuaje. Unampeleka mbio.
Hiyo ndo wiki imeleta.
This is a very easy kind of podcast.
Mimi siwezi laumu Ndalana. Unajua Ndalana anapenda chai immediate.
Ngoji ipoe. Ataki ipoe.
Mapema ndo?
Best. Chekiwa moto. Simmone, karibu kwenye Clubhouse podcast.
Thank you.
Haya basi.
Feel very welcome. Sisi tuna appreciate sana you coming out to be here.
You're welcome.
We don't take it for granted.
Yeah, thank you for making time, honestly.
Story yako ilikuwa so intriguing. I was watching that
story yangu ilikuwa everywhere.
Manze, it was
everywhere.
So Simmone, kindly take.
And you're speaking out for the first time, live in person,
yeah.
This is the first time, so I think watu watakuwa natoa all the gist is here.
So kwa ufupi wasipoisikia hapa
hakuna pengine.
Wataisikia
all the gist is here.
Na hakuna podcast ingine naenda.
Mnasikia?
Oh guys,
mnasikia?
Check. Ngoja. Tujipigie makofi.
Wapi leo? Ndio.
Tunaweza endelea.
So Simmone, hii wiki, the past 2 weeks I believe they've changed something. The past one. Yeah. It has changed something new.
Juu story ni ya juzi.
It's actually weird. Because I wasn't checking the comments about people. So when was it? When When's today?
We are
Today's
on
Thursday.
Thursday, Wednesday. My mom was like, "Oh, you're in Twitter," and I was watching to handle. Like, "Oh, niko Twitter."
Wait, your parents are on Twitter?
Yeah, they are on Twitter.
Damn. Okay.
They are on Twitter.
wangu akijua channel yangu ananiua.
So I don't have a Twitter account. So I was like, I'm in Twitter.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be on Twitter. I was aware this
It
thing
was
was going.
expected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I even told my mom the previous day. I was like, Mom, just know when you wake up the next day, utaniona Twitter. And she was like, what happened?
What really happened?
Yeah, and I was like, I was exposing this girl.
Okay, for context, I think it's best that we start from scratch, like how from the day you decided to like do this
Do
expose,
this, okay.
and then tuanzie hapo.
Then
Because
when
me,
you
I
blew
started.
up,
I think I was referred by someone to your Insta stories.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, what's happening? And then the first two Insta stories I saw was there's this girl called
X.
I don't know if not X.
she's called Sheen.
Is it okay?
Shane,
We say
yeah.
words. We say names.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, there's this girl called Shin Nini, and then now the story began from there.
So this is what happened. It was on a Thursday. Shane called me, and she called me actually. No, let me first start the first time Shane DM'd me. Shane DM'd me looking for a friend. Okay?
Looking
Like
for
a
friend.
girlfriend, like, hey babe,
just
can
any
we
other-
go
Like now you see,
lunch,
like hey babe, like
brunch,
how are you? You know the girls are.
A girl
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So she was like, hey
really?
babe, like do you know where this person is? I'm not going to say the name. Do you know where this person is? Where can I get hold of her? Because apparently that girl, she's my friend, and you know, she lost her phone. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's an story another
Okay.
day. So she was like, how can I get this shorty? And I was like, let me send you a number where you can get her, because it's her close friend, ni close friend yake. So niko like, obviously huyu kama kuna yeye atapata huo dem.
Okay.
Anyway, so nimemtumia number. She's like, thank you. And then Shane is like, by the way, kuna form Nakuru.
She was there already.
Yeah, I think she was there already. So I don't know though. She didn't tell me.
Yeah,
But she was like, kuna form Nakuru. And I'm like, Nakuru? Wow.
That's like 300 kilometers away.
Simbali.
Nakuru,
2 hours
and
ushafika.
you know, I'm in school. I'm doing computer science. So I'm in school. I have to like be there for school.
Yeah, I get you.
So I'm like,
Wait, it was on a Thursday or a Friday?
no, that was before.
Yeah, like
the first
kitambo.
time she DM'd
Yeah,
me.
okay.
Yeah. So I was like, I can't come. First of all, I just can't come.
Okay.
So she was like, okay. No, actually, I didn't. You know what? Let me just pull out
Ooh,
the-
that
Receipts.
tea, guys.
Receipts.
Let me just show you, because I don't want to say anything that's
Umeona pale Instagram muliona bila receipt. Sasa pa Clubhouse
We have live receipts, man.
tuko nazo.
This is the beauty of it anyway.
Ndalana kona raha sana.
Ndalana sikia poa. Unajua na enjoy hii stuff.
Napenda
This is
chai.
free entertainment.
Ajalipia.
To her ni free entertainment.
Na
Si
uko
zile
bien-
za ule mse.
na yuko bien.
BNN. Chai
Dalala,
lazima
hii story hajafika huko?
nitalipia.
Haijawafikia?
Unajua anafaa kuwa anatuambia.
Dalash, hii story haijawafikia.
We, mimi ni student.
Labda mgoje next year hivi.
Itabidi sasa BNN atutafuta.
But wataitafuta hapa. This is where everything
Chai
is.
inakuja.
Nani amekwambia ijafika?
Tumekuuliza swali na hujajibu.
Waje.
Haijafika. The only place
Alikuwa
this story
shatuambia.
is at ni Twitter.
Na Clubhouse sahi.
And now here. So
tukitolewa
as they pull up
chai,
receipts, you know
Wacha
something about
niulize
this
kitu.
which I think uliza kwanza.
wewe ukisikia Nakuru nafikirianga nini?
Nakuru, I think mtu akona better understanding of Nakuru is my guy Eugene. Amestay huko for the
Mimi nilijua
Mombasa, to Nairobi uende Nakuru.
Unajua uzuri ni
only tourist.
unajua uzuri before nieleze kitu nasemaga I can explain.
Explain.
Jieleze.
Now let me explain.
So nimepata.
Thank God.
To explain after this.
Clear tu hapo.
You see, she blocked me, but you know, Instagram inakuanga na
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Itafika.
Kublock kazi bure. Initially text wa block nini? Si text za
Anyway,
makina
she was
nini.
like, hi, I'm looking for that guy anyways.
Alimtaja jina?
Yeah, the name is here but I can't say the
Okay,
name.
okay.
X, yeah.
Tuseme why.
Why?
Seme why for this?
X imetumika sana.
Actually, let me just say she was looking for Wendy. Let me just say it now.
Teren.
Na ilikuwa
Wendy
revealed.
showed up afterwards in that story, I think.
Wendy snitched on herself. Like Wendy alienda kujisema.
Oh, akasema ni yeye.
It is me.
Yeah,
But
Wendy was
anyways-
the second person who alipiga hiyo safari kuenda. Si ndio?
That was the second person.
Yeah, the second
but,
person.
Oh well, this is what
Okay,
happened.
okay.
So she was like,
Wacha yule aliye nyumbani asikize.
Madam
From the horse's mouth.
Madam Chen sema.
so she was like, hi, I'm looking for Wendy. Anyway, I can reach her. So it's like via, then the name. I'm not going to say the name.
Okay.
So I was like, let me send you her number. You can see. Yeah. So I sent the number. Then she was like, oh, thanks. They're together. And I'm like, they're always together because they're close.
Okay.
And she's like, okay. So she writes, would you want to go to Nax Vegas? And I'm like, when, babe? Because, I can call you babe. It's normal.
Yeah, us
It's
girls
normal
we
for
just
girls.
do
It's normal
that.
for girls.
Yeah.
Like I can come and call you babe.
Hata
Are you
tukipatana kwa choo and we don't know each other. I'll be like,
especially
babe, you're so
when
pretty.
drunk.
Mbona umetumia
Exactly,
choo kama example?
Because it's true. Kwa
'Cause
clubs, you can find
that's
a girl
what
and you're
girls
like, babe,
do.
are you okay? You're vomiting. You get.
Yeah.
Yeah, namjuani. Yeah, it's normal
Maisha
anyway.
madem
Sawa.
ni
We
rahisi.
take it as normal.
So I'm like, when, babe? What is it in Nakuru? And she's like, it's Nakuru actually, but it's like a road trip, fun and everything good. You see?
Fun and everything good.
Yeah, that's what she wrote.
Umeconfirm?
Fun and everything good.
So as you see, I didn't reply.
Okay, you left on red.
I
and
left
then-
on red. Then on Monday, she sent me like
Question
marks. Now, I don't know where this girl got my number.
So I'm come Najuana even before?
I didn't know her.
Okay,
she
this was a
texted me
complete
'cause-
stranger.
Yeah, she texted
Okay,
me
okay,
because
sir.
of the girl
Okay.
of Wendy, and I was like, oh, I know Wendy, I can help you out.
So
Yeah.
you took her as a mutual friend.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is
Okay.
Instagram is Instagram. Not
Yeah,
Najuana.
true.
Yeah, true.
So this girl got my number. I don't know where she got my number, and I was like, wow, this girl texted me on
What's up?
WhatsApp.
Chinese.
I don't know
Naona
where
mambo
she got
inachemka.
my number. I was like, wow, where
Mimi
did this
niko
girl call my number?
interested.
And then you see when people say we were friends, I'm like, we were friends.
So
Okay, I
let
think-
me go back to the beginning of the conversation. When she asked about Wendy, that was the first time ever you guys talked.
Yes, that was the first time.
And now mmetoka Instagram, mmekuja WhatsApp.
So now I don't know where she got my number because you see, she's the one who texted me first.
Yeah, na me
Hizi manamba
ako
hizi.
like unaona wewe unaandika
You have to delete
So
them.
she was like,
she's
you know
like
the thing
Simmone.
is, she was like,
Hiyo ni
Simmone,
hair
hi,
form.
Shane.
Hi, Shane.
So she
Oh,
was
hi. Oh,
she was
like Shane.
Simmone,
Oh, so
then
you-
hi,
okay.
then Shane.
No, it's
I think she says
Simmone.
Yes, yes.
Huwa
Simmone.
anapenda chai mnazoisoma.
Huyo anachachisha.
So she
Hivyo
was like,
ndio
Simmone, hi, Shane. Like zimefuatana hivyo tatu. So I'm like, oh, this is the Shane that texted
Oh, she
me.
says
Yeah.
Shane, so you can know
Instagram.
Shane from
So I was
Instagram.
like,
Yeah,
why
yeah,
would
I
I
get
ask you where you got my number?
Okay.
Maybe
Yeah,
she
that's
got it
rude.
from
The mutual
the
friend.
Wendy.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
would I ask you? Plus, you're a girl. Si ati wewe ni kijana nikuulize umetoa wapi namba yangu.
Okay.
Hiyo swali wa inajibu.
So she was like, hey, what's up? No, actually, she called me. You see, I didn't
You missed the
pick
call.
up.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So this was on Friday 10th. Then she was like, hey, what's up? I was like, hey, what's up? Then she's like, where tulikuwa tuende Nax. And I'm like, sikusema nakuja, niliuliza details pekee.
Oh, she thought unaenda like you're in for it. Okay, okay.
Sawa.
So she's like, oh, it's okay then. I'm like, okay, hata sikufungua hiyo message, you see. And she called me on Thursday 16th. She called me twice. And I'm like, wow, this girl still wants me to come to Nakuru.
Ana
I don't want
persist.
to come.
She was persistent.
ndo form
I don't want to
la
come.
kosa.
And previously she had told me it's fun and it's a trip.
Everything good.
So obviously everything good. So kuna pombe. I just know. So I was like, this girl is really insisting to
I think alikuwa anatry ku lead on so they can fall for it and then just make time for it.
Anyways, so I pick up the call and she's like, oh, hi. If you're not available, then can you help me with some girls?
Okay.
So I'm like, it's fine. I have girls who like partying.
Was she specific on the number of girls that she needed?
No, she wasn't.
So she wanted as many as possible.
Later she was.
Okay.
Later she was. Let me tell you what happened. So I was like, oh, okay. You need some girls. That's fine. I can give you some girls. There are girls who are willing to go to
road trip.
Sherehe. There are girls who
Yeah.
are actually willing to go. But now she told me she's hosting a party.
Okay.
She told me she's hosting a
Like
party.
a house party or a club party?
I don't know which party it was.
Okay,
but
just
she told
just
me
a
she's
party.
hosting a party and she needs shories. So I'm like, wow, you can't just say you need shories. Their transport need to be catered for.
Yeah,
I need the location. I need to know such things. You know, 'cause
No,
the
in
girls-
case iende vibaya
exactly. I
takuwa
know.
like Simmone Dolly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I
Hiyo ni
wanted to know
ngumu.
such things.
Nakuita basho naambia ujana.
So I asked her, what are the girls gaining from here? And she's like, I'll pay for their transport, I'll pay for their food, I'll pay for their what's it called?
Accommodation.
Such things, yeah. And clothing. She even said clothing.
Kwa hivyo alikuwa na
Clothing.
mpya kama
Yani-
vile-
yani-
Yani,
Mnajua mkuje
in short,
vile huko.
food, shelter, clothing. Basic needs.
Basic needs.
Yeah,
Welcome-
Kwani hauna hizo
welcome
vitu
vile
kwenu?
huko.
clothing kama
God
nguo
damn
ya
it.
Christmas.
I was like, okay, you said you're hosting a party. If someone is hosting something, the person who is the host now, lazima alipwe.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
lazima
true.
alipwe.
for us,
Yeah.
It's normal, lazima alipwe. So I was like, are these girls going to be paid? Just tell me now, are they going to be paid? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to pay them 50,000.
Each.
The deal was nice. Each ama ilikuwa 50.
No,
Sema
she said, I'm going to pay the girls 50,000.
Okay.
So
Hiyo
wal-
50 ilikuwa ni kila
walikuwa
mtu.
So
gawane.
that depended on how you
She didn't
interpret
tell
it.
me, you know what I'm saying, that she didn't tell me if it's like
Each. She wasn't
Or
specific.
wote wagawane.
50, ndakupatia 50 mgawane.
Mgawanye nyote.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
So I was like, okay, this is a nice deal. And you know, let me tell you something. As a girl, let's say a girl who likes partying, not the other side who are focused in school and
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, right.
They're those girls who wataska 50K.
Ai,
Let's
twende.
be
Kwani ni
realistic.
kesho?
Hujatolea jasho.
Let's be
They'll be
realistic.
like, kwani ni kesho?
Just be there
Exactly.
ndani ya
Uzuri
50K.
Messi
Mapema ndio best na lash.
Let's
Achana
be
na huyu.
realistic, yeah. Let's be realistic. Because I was reading the Twitter comments, and guys were like, unasikia tu unaenda party 50K unakubali. Let's be realistic.
Okay, yeah.
There are girls who will be like, oh, 50K na naenda tu kuhost party.
Hiyo tu na niko na 50.
So
Na najua nikitoka na kurunda kwa na 50K.
Twende.
Simone,
Bro,
hebu
Sasa ni
turudi
tamu.
nyuma kidogo. The hosting word. Who was hosting? Is it Sheen? Is it the
Sheen.
girls?
She told me, Shane told me, I'm hosting a party.
So these girls
she wants-
will be paid to attend
The
the
party.
party.
Yes, that's what she said.
Right.
I'll pay
Mumeelewa?
those girls to attend this party
Save
because
it
they're
on Joey.
hosting. You get me? So I was like, okay, that's fine. No problem. It's a good deal. They have accommodation, they have transport, they have food. It's fine.
And clothing.
And they have clothing. It's fine. They'll be perfectly fine. So I text some of my girls. I'm like, do you want to go to Nakuru? And I tell them the whole plan, it's a party. Nini.
Napewa
So
bed na nguo.
some girls are like, no,
50K.
I'm busy, you know. Other girls were like, okay, can I talk to the person who is hosting the club?
Party.
So that's when I sent the numbers.
Oh, you sent a couple of numbers.
Yes, to the
Sheen.
girls who are like, can I talk to the
The
person?
host.
Okay, wait.
So
Wait,
can
No,
hold
tumia
up.
for
namba ya
assurance
Sheen.
purposes wajua anaenda wapi.
No, the girls were like, can I talk to the person who's hosting?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
so
that's
that I know exactly what
Mala
I'm
na
doing.
na kwa hivyo
Yeah.
ukatumia namba ya
Oh.
So
host.
I sent Shane
Namba
the
ya Shane.
numbers.
Oh, right.
Oh,
So that she can reach out to them.
Yeah, so that she can, yeah.
Okay,
Because
okay.
They were like, can you send me the number of the person who's hosting them?
So she got to Nakuru. Sasa imegeuka imekuwa threesome than hosting a party. So what happens afterwards?
So guys, simu yangu iko huko na ndio iko na receipts.
No, it's okay. You can just tell us. We'll
Anyway,
trust you.
so I was like, oh, why didn't she tell me? And this shorty was like, please don't tell her, because at this point I don't have my phone. You know.
So alikuwa na
that
text
was
wapi?
actually before her phone was taken.
Oh,
You get, yeah. So she was told Then she texted me and she was like, I think the moment she was told that, she like haraka
Ako like, "Wah, Simmone."
even though kunafanyika, you get,
Yeah, I understand.
So cause ukiangalia, the next time she texted me was 8 in the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah.
So
So this girl didn't have a phone from 10 something. Let me check. From 10 something.
10:52 to 8.
Yes, Sebastian.
Yes.
Hiyo dako niko nayo kwa fingertip.
So uwezi jua what was happening between
52.
So,
Anyways,
question is, did it really happen?
You never know.
Now, let me know. Acha, chill. Simengi mehang.
Wewe uliona kwa maoni yako kama Simmone.
It did happen because she sent me a voice note crying.
Crying. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought
Why-
I was not a key.
Oh, and second, you know why I know it happened?
Uh-huh.
Because if you check the chats between X and Sheen, that girl said, anyways, this girl was like, between the chats they were like, you were literally holding my legs. So this girl was like, yes, I was holding your legs to record you.
Hey.
Wait, who was holding the leg?
So Shane was holding X's legs
Even.
So who was
to record her.
So she had the phone in one hand and then spread in
Yes.
Wait. So not only was it a threesome, but it was a recorded thing.
Remember, I wrote in my stories, Shane lied she's on her periods. So you see, she might have lied ndio arekodi msichana.
Oh my god.
Na akirekodi msichana, in case things go astray, anaweza sema niko na video, because that's the exact thing Shane said. She said, I have a video over here, you're not too smart for me.
Wait.
Yeah.
So from a threesome iligeuka kwa
The girl
I think man, that's fucked up, bro.
because literally this girl, I can even show you this girl telling me that Shane said Shane lied to the guy. I'm on my periods. So you see, it looks like something they literally arranged. Like inakani kama baba alisema msichana akifika hapa tunamwambia ni threesome so that we can have her phone, you get. Then you come and tell me you're on your periods. Let's say it's something they planned, okay? Because this girl told me, she literally told me, imagine this girl has lied she's on her periods, so I'm the one who's getting all the strokes.
Hey.
all the strokes.
Where?
You get.
Ni ngumu lakini huwezi elewa.
We ebu tusicheke.
So what happened after?
Anyway, so she texts me in the morning, 8 in the morning. Nimewaonyesha sina.
Yeah, she's like, hey, morning.
Yeah, she's like, hey, I'll tell you everything about it.
So she did tell you what happened.
She called me.
So what happened?
So she called me and she told me this girl took my phone. I was forced to sleep with a man. I was forced to do this. I was forced to take alcohol. I was forced to strip.
She doesn't drink.
But yeah.
She does drink, but you can't force someone to drink.
Okay. That's fair.
You know, there's a difference of mimi nikwambie hata umesema hivi shika tot.
Yeah.
And then
exactly. But you can't force someone you've had sex with. That's basically, it's close to rape. It's close to sex trafficking.
Yeah.
You
it's
get
sexual assault.
Yeah, let's call it that, sexual assault.
Yeah.
So she didn't agree to
She didn't agree to the sex. She didn't know she was going there for sex. She didn't know she was going to have a threesome, which ended up to be a twosome. And she was recorded, you know, such things.
But let me cut you short, Simmone. I think this is what the mentality of most Kenyans are. It's that if I'm calling you for a road trip, tunaenda Nakuru, we know that's like Texas of Kenya. So whatever happens in Nakuru
Stays in Nakuru.
Exactly.
And remember, Nakuru is called Vegas. So whatever happens in Vegas
exactly
stays in Vegas.
But
this one made it way to Nairobi.
That's why Shane texted me Nakuru Vegas. Omi wasn't getting what Nakuru Vegas.
Yeah, so that's
it's called
what
Nax
they
Vegas.
meant.
Okay.
It meant that whatever will happen there isn't supposed to go past unaona welcome to Nakuru.
But now you think you see the thing is
couple it should not
the
go
thing
past
is if
that.
that guy needed girls wa Nakuru haingetoka.
Manze, kwani there are no women in Nakuru?
Exactly.
But pia wezi jua ni kama kama ashamaliza mademo Nakuru.
Wewe acha about that.
Plus
Ulimaliza, wewe ukiwa Nakuru ulimaliza.
I have a question. Sipia, there's a particular type of women you like and
There are so many questions to this story.
Numa anasema
that I feel like
what if alikuwa satisfied na anakiwa Nakuru and I feel like
no, I don't think
acha njaribu
tunapea home mse limelight na on the wrong yani.
Yeah.
We should be focusing.
Labda Nakuru wako wanalipwa 50k.
Yeah.
Bruh, listen. One
Nairobi City girls.
thing about this thing, there can only be two options to it. No. The first one is she might have, I'm not refuting her story or anything. She might have consented to it according to whatever happened afterwards. No. Because if you say that you were assaulted, what is the first thing you do when you gain that freedom to nini?
You go to the police.
You go to the cops.
Yeah.
You know, she didn't go to the cops. Instead, walichukua gari with the said Wendy and made their way to Nairobi back home. And when they got home, they started demanding for that cash that they were promised.
So my question
You
is,
get? So my question actually iko hapo pia. If it was assault, if it was all these bad things, what is the first thing you do when you are assaulted? Report to the cops. Hata simu yako uweze fikiria simu yako. Ati my phone was taken.
So you see the thing is if that girl came and told me whatever you're saying.
So you got the information later.
Saying. So her she didn't go to the cops. Her she told me alitoka huko, akapanda mat,
akafika home.
Wakakula, akalipa Uber. You know I breaks down the payment. You see, if she did, you see that's why the story is contradicting. Yeah,
make it clear. People
are thinking of that. Because now I feel like calling this girl and ask her, why did you not go to the cops?
But
for real,
hata wewe ujui mbona kuna
cops. She didn't tell me. I asked her, why did you not go to the cops? But she's like, Mr. K story talking. So now I'm starting to wonder. Did this girl have another conversation with Shane that I don't know?
That made her change her mind.
And when I told her, Sharon, if you were raped or you were sexually assaulted and they refused to pay, you needed the money, right? Okay, I'm going to expose this girl. So is there anything you want to tell me now? Because I asked her, send me all the screenshots.
And she said
I
no.
post them. She sent me the screenshots and she said no, there's nothing else.
Okay.
But I have a question. I'm not defending girls who have gone through all this sexual assault, rape, but mshaipitia the Kenyan police.
Oh, that's another thing. Because now they'll start saying, oh, it's your outfit.
Wewe ulijipeleka.
Exactly.
Alafu nakutaka kutambia nini?
You see, that's another thing.
You see,
but you know,
let me tell you, for me as a girl, if it gets to that point, I wouldn't be so willing to go to the cops. Because najua itakuwa unaona umepaka makeup. Yani they just find.
I think we are basing that on stereotypes.
No, actually,
it's not all cops. Okay, so we know we talked about this before of how the judicial system, the police system is fucked up. But still, as someone mwenye umefanyiwa something
ushaipeleka mtu hapo ukasikia.
No, Miss Judge Pata in such situations.
So you see,
all I'm saying is Mimi, I'm not defending neither
parties.
Unaona, I'm in a very neutral ground,
but you see,
of asking questions so that I can get answers.
And then you know the thing is, second thing, she wrote to me, hey babe, unaweza nitumia 500 and take a cab home please. I think she was in town. So she was like, niko town na booty shots, I can't go with a mat.
Yeah,
so imagine if she goes to the cops wearing like that, wearing booty shots.
So wait, I have a question. So unajua earlier
na ukumbuke wako wawili. Najua swali unataka kuniuliza. Unataka kuniambia alipoa 2K sindio
Ilienda
na,
wapi?
na ikabrekiwa down cab na hizo vitu zote sindio
yeah.
Remember there are two. That girl almost had 150 unafanyia nini 150 ama so kwa mpesa.
But what
There are
happened
two
to the
girls.
2000?
I already
There was a breakdown.
breakdown.
There was a breakdown of transport,
kurudi
food,
Nairobi
and all that.
Remember
That we understand.
hawajalishwa alisema ameshiba umesahau
No, but the story was wakienda walikuwa provided for with transport, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, to break down kitu pole pole. Walikuwa provided for with transport. Akaulizwa kama amekula. Akasema nini?
lakini wewe kama
Amekula.
mwanaume
No, akasema
akiwahi
ameshiba.
kuambia
Wait,
hivyo
wait,
No,
nunua
si a
chakula
moment of kukuwa mwanaume ama nini. You know, the fact that wewe mwanaume amemuuliza umekula tayari ni kukuwa mwanaume.
Okay. Okay, na wamekaa siku ngapi Nakuru?
So
That is
no,
3 days.
3 days.
No, my question-
3 days chill 3 days.
so my
3
question
days,
is-
3 days.
Kuna
part nimesema walikula tena.
So no, that's
Actually
the
kuna
question.
part nilisema
So
wamekula.
walikaa njaa 3 days Nakuru.
From Friday. They weren't
Till
given
Sunday
food.
It was
now
a fast.
Yarudi tu
hey
It was a fast.
angerudi
Yeah,
tu
kuna
angeanza
nini?
But
Mind you,
however,
wait, nimekusikia kusema nirudi Sato, si ndio?
yeah.
That guy said there's no one who's getting out here.
So they were
Eh,
forced
Jonah
to do
Pesa.
everything.
Because they were forced. This is a forced situation.
Okay, makes sense. But
Okay.
then also
Remember wako na tuke na wako wawili. Kutoka huko hadi hapa
Nice.
ni how much?
300
around
bob.
it's not
Nimesema
600
Nakuru.
Na wako wawili 600.
600 bob,
Si ndio?
yeah.
Wakule.
They have
Haya,
yeah.
huo dem from wapi yako, she said she paid 1500 for Uber. So let's say she had 1000 and she doesn't have that 500.
okay, no, that makes sense.
You get?
Yeah.
So maybe she was like, uko na 500 unaweza nitumia Simmone please. Remember there are two. The other girl didn't have any money. Kango kijuanga hivyo. She didn't have any money. The other one had so little, like 150 unafanyia nini?
so
okay, I'd like to know your point of view
I no
as Simmone,
kidogo
about all these things. From where you sit. And all this happening here and there. What do you make of this scenario? Is it something that... Is it a deal go... Okay, so it's a deal go wrong, but is it right that from the onset, you are told from out of nowhere that, okay, you come to Mombasa, come to Eldoret, come to Nakuru.
Nakuru.
This and this is happening. Yeah? We'll do this and this for you. Unaona? Do you think it's okay for you to be like, okay, this is someone you don't know, this is a stranger, you've only been told by word of mouth, there's no document, there's nothing to confirm this.
this is this
this
and
is
this
going to
Sijui
person
ni sijui ni ziite
he and he
fantasies
is
ama nini,
expected
because they are
of
fantasies.
you.
Yeah.
There's no one. Do you know the concept of money? The concept of money says, for any money that you are given, you must earn it. You understand? I can't walk through this door
Na
and
niseme
give out cash
mnanipea
to everyone. No,
50,000 hivyo.
and give out cash just anyhow. You have to do something for me.
Yeah.
Unaona? I'm in this other side. I've promised you, oh, I'll give you this amount of
50
money,
Gs,
and you need it so badly. You know, and because you need it so badly, you just out of your senses, you say, sawa, let me dress up, nini, wait for these people. If they pick me up, if I'm going there by myself, I will do it. I'll go there without any documentation, without any
How do
approval,
hookups
without
work?
nothing.
I'm just asking you a question.
Okay, so that was a hookup.
No, I'm asking you a question. How do you umesema mambo ya documentation? How do hookups work?
But this was a
No, I
hosting
am
job.
asking you a question.
Hookups work this way, according to what I understand.
Hey, master.
Buda mosha kwa ukta.
Listen. No. You okay. It depends on the platform and you're going to hook up. Okay, kuna ile person to person hook up where I can tell my friend Eugene, get me someone that I can be with for the night. I can go online and find those chiles who are ready to hook up, and then I give them my details, and then they come, they pull up. You understand? But from this scenario, I don't take.
Chill. Is there documentation there?
No. There's no documentation.
Exactly.
That leads me to the next question.
Now.
Just
now,
let me ask.
Now.
Please let me ask.
Sawa.
The next question. According to the story, by you asking me how do hookups work, was this a hookup kind of
It
thing?
wasn't a hookup.
Is your friend a hooker?
She's not a hooker. Who? Which friend?
The girl X.
Girl
She's
X.
not a hooker.
And then why are you asking me if this was how the hookups work?
Cause I'm trying to give you this scenario. Umesema some type of documentation. So I'm giving you an example.
For hosting job.
No,
for a job that you're supposed to give a service and be paid for it.
Sindio.
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. Do you have a friend who's hosting Golden Eyes?
Golden Eyes, no.
Do you have a friend who's hosting
I
any
have
club?
attended Black Stars, Vegas. And,
No, staki uongelele watu wako juu.
And Milan.
Staki uongelele watu wako juu. I want to talk about
this local hosting job.
No, this Instagram girls.
Okay, Instagram. Okay.
Do you think they sign documents? I'm just asking you a question.
They're called buddies.
The buddies.
buddies.
The buddies. Okay.
Do you think they sign documents to host?
Okay, to be honest, I'm talking from a business acumen point of view.
Don't talk to
I've never. Okay, from how business is supposed to be.
Yes.
You see how when you came to this pod, I gave you a document and told you sign this.
Yes.
That is exactly how things should be.
But you
professional.
see,
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yes.
but it doesn't go that way.
It doesn't work like that.
Personally, mimi nimepata hiyo
Hosting job.
can you unaweza
Exactly.
kuja uhost na ni mtu anani DM Ndalana see
So
you're
where's
popping
your
huko
pay?
Instagram.
Okay, so sawa.
And they tell you they'll pay you, right?
Tutakulipa na drinks zako ni free.
Exactly. That's how it happens. They do not sign
So
documents.
watu wa kuhost hawana
unless she is like very
Vera
smart
or
and
or those guys
Or
they
well
must
known.
sign.
yeah,
Okay, that's
you'll
understandable.
have to
They
put
do
a
not
signature
sign
But there has to be a
documents.
surety to be honest.
gosh twin let me tell you
And the surety I'm talking about,
but unajua mbona
the surety I'm talking about is a deposit.
Seb,
That
unajua
okay,
mbona-
you have this.
But
When
they
you come do
don't
your
do
job,
that.
Seb, unajua
you'll give you the
mbona-
rest.
unajua mbona kuna assurance?
This is what-
It's 'cause hao watu wanalipwa based on
na
sales
wanajuana
wamemake.
plus
I believe so.
wanajuana
Sindio?
When Seb-
so hakuwezi kuwa na surety na sijui
But we have to be
club
honest with it.
kutengenezea pesa ngapi.
Lazima tukue
Sebastian,
honest.
wacha
I
sikiza hili
need you
swali
to see things not in a business
Okay,
Wachana na hiyo
in a point of need.
documentation.
I need you to see things in vitu zenye zinafanyikanga.
Eh.
Sitaki
Wewe.
useme niko na club nikihost mtu lazima assign documents.
Hivo.
Just see things as the way
hata mwenye
things
club
are.
labda ajui.
kama Mkenya
labda hata ajui nani ana host
eh.
Sebastian
Yeah.
unaweza ni text labda unajuana na mwenye golden eyes kwa like maybe amekwambia ai mimi nataka wasichana warembo ma light skin nini leo kwa like mimi najua na Ndalana so kwa like Ndalana sema baada ya masiku nataka host this
Golden
Sunday.
Eyes, yeah. Or whatever.
Unataka kuniambia mimi ndaweza kukwambia yeye anipe documentation
na wataka pesa.
Remember this is Nairobi. Watu wanasikianga pesa
please.
they
Yeah,
their mind
Agency
switches.
ya kupata pesa ni
Yeah.
muhimu.
So if me let's say this guy is the host of the club amenyambia nikuje nimtafutie madem, then I go to her and I tell her and she's like how much am I getting
So
paid?
nitajua mimi
I'm
naenda
like
na say.
you will be paid every Saturday 10,000. You think she'll start asking for documentation?
ati document twende kwa lawyer
Let's be realistic.
But one thing we have
No,
to
from a
agree
point of
is
view you won't ask for the
one thing we have to
Yeah.
agree is
because this is and it's someone you trust and
kitu wenye
know.
tunafaa kuagriana ni professionalism ni kitu ya maana
But it doesn't work on
and
everyone.
it helps.
It's important I
But-
Me,
but
it only works when you know your worth. Unajua mtu kama mtu mwenye amejijua na mwenye amejitambua will always demand for that.
but
If you're not, na usikue desperate. Unajua this is one thing people really, I don't know what you're trying to say, but one thing people go amiss is when wanajidowngrade to a point of desperation. That if I don't get this, if I don't get this,
hiyo sikuji downgrade.
Bro.
You're looking
Angalia,
no you're looking at your situation in life.
You're in need.
that is desperate. Me anamwambia there's no situation in your
No,
life
Seb, mi niko na
that
swali.
guarantees
Seb, mi niko na swali.
you to
Sahi, no, mi niko na swali. It might sound out of context but the question is sahi utoke hapa nje mumama akwambie ako willing
kijana
akupe
Na useme
kila
ukweli.
kitu akupe
sidanganye.
kila
Ndio
kitu,
nasema ukweli.
akupe gari bro na akufeel.
hiyo siwezi itisha documentation bro.
That's the point.
Ni mumama bro, this is not a fucking business.
Na huyo ni
Hapa
mubaba.
hakuna business. Huyu
huyu
ni
ni
mbaba.
mbaba.
Na huyo ni mbaba.
Alafu angalia Seb kitu yenye okay. Sasa nawatetea but na relate ndio nasema. Kitu kingine ni mind you amesema unidem ako Nairobi. We all know what Nairobi girls are capable of doing. So from the point of view yenye X had was
what Nairobi girls can do for money.
Mi personally naweza jibu swali kama I think here in Nairobi saki kusema all
Bruh,
females,
the scene
but
is
most
crazy.
females
The scene is
are
crazy.
ready to do anything
The scene is
just to have
crazy.
their pockets big.
The scene is crazy, bro. Then that is one thing I'm very sure of because I have seen it with my own eyes. I have friends who are doing these things, but it's very hard to convince them otherwise. Because wao wakiona oh they're earning
pesa ya kukuja
Bro,
rahisi ni
I have
tamu.
friends,
Imagine
you know,
utolei jasho.
where I come from. This is in a true story. In a true story, I have friends who tulikuwa na wao like we were eating dust from way back. Unaona? They got to this point where they are now interacting with the uptown kind of guys.
The influential men
they are
in
selling
the
them a dream.
society.
Unaona? They're getting this dream of a nice life and everything. Yani, you'll get everything, you'll get the money, you'll get everything. These Chile do all things. These Chiles do all things to get this money.
Exactly.
Anything.
So my question
But
is
still,
now you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not contradicting.
Because now
Kuna difference ya biashara na just having fun. Hii yao ilikuwa confusion. Hii yao it was a confused situation because walienda huko with the mind of a biashara, si ndio? Walienda na biashara mind. Walienda na biashara mentality.
Walienda na mind ya tunaenda dunda kulipwa.
Kuhost sio ni biashara bro, kwani kulipwa ni nini?
Wewe sema hiyo ni biashara. Unajua mbona?
Bro, something that you are going to bro, listen, nataka uni understand. Nataka uni understand.
Si lazima ikuwe business.
Yojen, unaogopa ku think about this thing.
Acha nikwambie, sasa nikupe thao.
Hiyo ni biz. Do you know what business is?
So unanipea karafiki.
Do you know what business is? Yojen, do you know what business is? A business is giving and receiving. That is a business.
Yeah, but
I'm giving my hosting job for you to give me money.
No, you still vision a business.
But you
Bro,
did.
wewe kwani
As per the agreement.
Hapana.
Tunafanya with an aim of getting profit.
But as per the agreement, it was 50,000 to host. Okay?
Hey, that is business.
The number of people. After the number of people na.
But alishow up. Na alikuwa anataka hiyo pesa.
So wewe unasema jamaa anafaa kulipa 50k.
Si alipe bro, it's business.
But biashara.
But then again, the contradicting part uko mbele is where they started saying ati Shin told this girl X the guy has said, the Mubaba has said he doesn't pay for pussy. He doesn't pay for that.
And remember, I also posted a screenshot. Remember, I also posted a screenshot of the ex girl asking, why did you lie about getting the money? And Shane wrote, because I wanted you guys to come.
If Shane told the truth, this Chiles will not have.
So basically, Shane.
Yes, if Shane was like, it's a party, na provide food, clothing, na tupe wido, you think those guys will have come?
No.
Okay, so
they needed the 50,000. This girl's live alone. No, let's say X. Mwingine mimi sijui stories zake. Mwingine kama alikuwa anataka
kwa hivyo alikuwa asichana.
So if X,
si kuna mwenye alienda wa pili.
You know the thing
Wendy,
is, people are assuming I'm the one who invited Wendy.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, people were assuming that.
So what they know is,
remember Wendy texted me, babe, twende Nax. You
out
get
of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I feel
so guys were like, why didn't you want Wendy? Why did you? So at this point I'm asking myself, Wendy didn't tell me she's going to Shane's. You come and tell me as a man, let's say that incident has happened, you come and tell me I'm going to Nakuru, will I automatically assume unaenda kwa kina Shane?
Hapana. Lakini but I feel most people assumed you Simmone you are the broker.
I'm the one who's
ilikuwa like both of them are pimping. Shane and Simmone were pimping.
Simmone ndo akona the girl.
And then it was purported that Simmone broke the news because she hadn't gotten her cut of the money.
And the thing is, guys are saying that they don't have any evidence to, like, heri ningekuwa na screenshot nikiambia mtu ati
I will pimp
haukunilipa, mimi naenda ku-expose this story yote. Sijapata pesa yangu, I'm going to expose this story.
So
you get
you in all this.
If I ask,
wanakuekelea.
Mimi kwa
wacha tupate hiyo first person perspective.
Nilikuwa napata.
Simmone, if I may ask you, what was your motive? first moment you thought about exposing this whole story? What was your
My
motive?
motive was showing girls how kizungu wewe
Ongea tu Kiswahili ama lugha
motive
yenu.
yangu ilikuwa to show other girls how what's going on outside here venye watu wanakuwa pimped without knowing the way guys are lured you get so basically I was trying to show people how sexual assault happens, how guys are being pimped out there and they don't know how they're going to be pimped, how guys are being forced to have sex, you know. That was my thinking, but not you can't anza kusema ni mimi ndo nimewapimp, ni mimi ndo sikupata pesa yangu ndio maana. I was not here for any money. I do not need money. I cannot. Siwezi kuja nikwambie we endo lele na huo mzee alafu utapata 50k. I cannot do that. Do I do that myself? I don't do that. And I've heard people saying, oh, we hata kuna baba sijui nini. Your fathers?
They're saying
Mi sijalala na baba ya mtu.
Walisema
it is
wewe ni
said
pimp.
no it's said hata na story ya pimp. It is said that this is it's some sort of a movement between a group of chiles who do this thing on a frequent basis to get money, you know. Wanashikana pamoja and they know exactly who to target and their main target is the old, you know, wazees who have money and
No,
they target
there
them,
were
they go to
babas.
them and then they get this money and then do their thing.
So I wish
It's like a hooking up business.
I wish people will be like sending screenshots and being like
Yeah,
ndio
Simmone
business
alinituma.
inafanyika. Simmone alinituma. Simmone ashaniambia nyine nilale na huyu mbaba. Simmone you know, and they're supporting their nini. I'll be like,
what they're
that's
saying.
fine.
Yeah,
And even
That's fine.
even at the end of it all, I think pimps the stuff that pimps really do. They get you checked up. They get you.
Yeah.
They interview the man that you're supposedly about to sleep with.
Yeah, they'll do small
There's
small
a
things
lot-
like
there's a lot
sending your
that a
ID
pimp
number,
does.
you know, some small things. But now I just can't come and say if I knew personally, if I knew that our wasichana wanaenda
Pimpiwa.
kupimpiwa, I swear I wouldn't have contacted any single girl. I wouldn't have done that. But she told me it's a party and and you know people are like mimi sasa nisikie party ni 50,000 na niende. There are some girls who will do that.
So if,
people are not
if they're in that
thinking like
situation,
that.
they will opt for it.
Yeah, there are some people who will do that, especially girls who are living alone. I'm not even talking bad. Those sides of someone has grown, hana hiyo pesa, she's paying for her own
Alafu
school
pesa
fees.
inakuja rahisi.
Yeah, she's paying for her own fees.
Amezoea
That's
tu
why
kuhustle.
sometimes unasikianga msichana anafanya hookups. I'm like, I can't judge you. I don't know why. I don't know your background. I don't know where you're from.
True.
I don't know your family story. Maybe your mom is in hospital. People don't want to pay for
To
the
get that
nini.
side of
You
the
get,
story,
yeah,
yeah.
there's just small things you have to consider. So that's hiyo ndo kitu watu waoni. Watu wanaona tu, uni pimp.
But
Can you guys allow me read something that was said?
yeah,
Acha nisome.
It's a whole thread. It's a thread.
on Twitter.
And I don't know if you know. Do you know Njambi? Do you know her?
I don't know her.
You
I
were
know
the
her.
accuser.
I know her from when she posted me.
From when she
Otherwise,
posted.
I've never known
She
Jam.
said this. I'll read it. Give me time. For those without Instagram, so Jana, a certain lady called Simmone, decided to expose another lady called Shin, claiming that they had a deal. Atapeleka wasichana Nakuru to have fun and party, then walipe 50k. Only for them to get there and nothing was paid. So this is a T thread. After going through the story from Simmone's side, something wasn't adding up. I decided to text Shin and gladly she responded. So apparently Shin is a pimp and she's been friends with Simmone for some time.
Exactly.
She
Stop
asked-
there. Stop there. That is why bloggers should come and I wish one day angekuja
information
aniambie.
from you.
Akuuliza.
Angekuja aniambie. Let's talk about
I'm sure by the
this
time she was
situation.
doing this, ulikuwa na a lot of DMs. You could not.
Mimi wacha nikwambie, you know I can read to you what Njambi wrote for me
In your DM.
in my DM.
I think you'll read that after nisome hii kitu.
Uh-huh.
So she asked Simmone to join her to Nax, but since her parents are strict, she decided to link Shin with a couple of her friends.
And where did she get that information?
This is, I think, from the screenshots. I think anasoma. One of the girls akafika Nax we are calling her X. Akapata mambo si kama mambo. Alipatana na big wababas around 50 years old. She said the guy forced her to have rounds of unprotected sex and blowjobs. They went out, and X says that Shin started mistreating her to a point of confiscating her phone and leaving her in the club. There's another babe, Wendy, sasa girl number 2, who joined them huko Nakuru pia, and things didn't go as expected.
So in short, ilikuwa for some.
Now, issue is they're claiming they were invited there to party and have fun, enjoy Nakuru and the views, but not have sex. No one reported anything to the police station. So now, weeks later, is it weeks? How many? I think it's 2 weeks.
It was 10th.
I think it's 2 weeks because I'll say my 10th, it's 23rd. So this is it's 2 weeks exactly.
23rd.
Yeah.
Like on Sunday.
So now, weeks later, they're exposing this pimp girl who is Shin for not paying them the 50k she had promised. Sasa, kama wangelipwa hii pesa, tungejua hiyo story kweli.
Yeah.
Jo X says hakuwa hata na pesa ya kumeza P2. 200. P2 ni? I think the last time I ever bought P2 was 200.
Hey, mnanunuliana?
Bro, this was kitambo bana. This was 20.
Ulinunulia nani?
We, acha story.
Yeah, sema.
Na alikuwa scared atashika mimba ya mubaba. Then kidogo mubaba akasema hawezi lipa. Sikia, kidogo mubaba akasema hawezi lipia pussy. Complicationships. Lakini wasichana tujipende kidogo tu. Yeah, that's basically the summary for those who missed out. Simmone insists they didn't know it was a hookup job. Shane insists they all do hookups together. It's just a deal gone wrong. Mambo ingine mnajiwekea msituletee online.
Now mimi nataka hiyo part ya mwisho. This girl was like, Shane insists we are doing hookups together.
Na ilikuwa sasa mara ya kwanza amekutext.
Ndio, ni mara ya kwanza amenitext, nimeonyesha kila kitu. I just want her to show me where this girl kwanza hata nataka Shane amuonyeshe ni tumefanya hii kazi mara ngapi.
On the time of this recording, I tried to invite Shane to the podcast, but unfortunately she could not make it.
She was the accused.
Anyway, so this girl mentions me, Jambi, in her stories. So people are like, after watching Simmone's and Jambi's stories, and then there were other cases. There was another girl also there was another person roasting people. So I don't know what was happening. So I'm seeing this girl posting about me, Jambi.
Jambi.
I think Jambi was decriing this story so that she can also get that traction.
So you see, the thing is, I have no
incense.
problem with that. I just want her. I have no problem with Jambi. Completely, I have no problem with her. But I want her to
aseme kitu na evidence.
No, yes, aseme kitu na evidence. Plus, I want her to know her rights and to know my rights. Okay? Because I can simply go to the cops and be like, she said this, she doesn't have any evidence.
And
she spoiled my name.
It's a defamation.
Okay, defamation, yes.
Yeah.
Defamation of character.
Yeah.
You see, I can easily say that. There are people like Edgar. Edgar knows his limits. If you guys don't know.
Yeah, he does.
He knows his limits.
Nilijua Ndalana atafurahi.
Kuna kitu Edgar anaweza sema and imwingishe kwa shida. Jusi mara ya kwanza Edgar ameingia kwa shida. He knows the rights of the people he's talking about, and he knows his
na
own rights.
before something I like about what he does ni lazima afuatililie, I make sure akona the whole story
yeah.
both sides.
Not all the time. Sikila saa.
But me personally spend
chill. Unaona kusema sikila saa, that's why anaingianga kwa shida.
Those moments zenye aje do homework.
Kama kuna beef
ndo anaingianga kwa shida. Unaona? Edgar knows exactly what he's doing. You get?
Okay.
If Edgar was saying this story,
Angekuwa tu anaambia Edgar
I'm so
kuna
sure
story.
Edgar would have texted me and told me nataka kusikia side ya story yako. Niende nisikie side ya story ya Shane.
Same thing we've done anyway.
Tumejaribu kupata the
Side ya
accused.
Shane, si ndio? So this girl posted me and I'm replying, I'm like, girl, I have to mention this because at this point she was just
Okay, alikutag alikumention.
Yeah, I thought
story.
She was like, you know what she wrote? She was like, no, she mentioned something about, I don't know what. Unaona haionekani, hiyo ndo kitu inanikasirisha. I don't know what she wrote there, and I was like, I have to mention this. Then you know what she wrote? She wrote, kwani ni mimi sielewi ama wait, ni kama sijaelewa kitu. Let me go through the stories again. You get
your stories first.
My stories. Ni kama she had posted I'm the one who's
the pimp.
No, I'm the one who went to
Nakuru. She needs you.
Yeah, so she thought that okay. I'm the one who went to Nakuru. So I'm like, see mimi ni 2 of my friends waliitwa party kufika huko, moja wakaambiwa ni threesome, but huyo mbaba hana HIV because guys had started saying mbaba kuna HIV sijui nini. So I was like, read the story well. One came on Friday, the other came on Saturday. I don't think you understood the story. Okay. You get? Because I told her, read the story well. That's more of a warning because I knew she was going to post something and she hasn't understood the story. You get? Yeah. I told her, Njambi, please, I don't think you have understood the story. Go and read it well.
So, Simmone, I just have one question. And I believe this is what many Kenyans are eager to know. Kama hii 50,000 ingetolewa, tungepata hii story.
Will this story be out here? Like, will they be talking about it?
No, at this point, munafanya nisikie nipigie msichana X na...
No, it's just a question. It's just a question.
Because you're the one who exposed this.
Yes, you're the one who did the expose.
You know why? Because I can't think for them. But I can't think for them. Siwezi kuja niseme, they wouldn't have done that.
And listen, you're the one who came up with the expose.
Who
exposed the story.
If these chiles will have gotten their money, will this story be out here?
Exposed the story juu ya rape.
Regardless.
So what happened to X?
Ndio maana nimekuambia the reason why I exposed the story ni ku inform watu about sexual assault. I don't care about
so
that's fair. That's actually fair.
What you felt is that person X was raped.
Because she was.
And
she was actually. She was.
And the question is, I'm speaking on behalf of the Kenyans on Twitter. So don't shoot the messenger. But Kenyans on Twitter are like, kangelipwa hii story ingekuwa.
But unajua, I also feel like
so
we're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, you're asking
the wrong person the question.
I'm not asking. This is why I feel I'm not asking the wrong person.
Sasa namdefend, but acha nkushow. Yeye pia angejua hiyo story kama do ingekuwa involved. You get? So
story ilijulikana juu hakukuwa na pesa.
Exactly. So we asking her either to pay the right information.
But you see, turudi tu story haingejulikana kama pesa.
Unajua she's clear that ali expose cause of rape.
Wacha turudi hapo. You know this, I'm not tackling it as a hater, as a I'm just speaking as the voice of the common mananchi.
Right.
Swali likuwa, if they got paid, wangelipwa haya 50,000.
That's why he's saying you're asking the wrong question to the wrong person. How will I know?
It's not the wrong
she was
person.
In Nairobi.
Listen, to me and many Kenyans,
I think amwelewi Kenya nauliza. I think one thing.
Ojama namchechea. Nimesema namsikiza acha kushow. Wangelipwa angejua point ya huo dem fulani hakuwa na 500 bob.
No. Like you're not getting the question.
No, with money vitu zingekuwa so.
You're not getting the question.
You don't want to answer the question.
Okay, so in short, it will not have been out here.
But we're asking the wrong person the question.
Ingekuwa hii story ingekuwa huko.
Paid, Simmone angekuja aseme haya.
Atungemjua, right?
Why?
Haya.
Why? No, I'm not asking Kenyans. I'm asking you. Why?
Sasa swali ndo hiyo mimi nakuuliza. Wangelipwa ungesema.
That's why I'm saying you're asking the wrong person cause that now you're starting to be like you're starting to be reluctant and I'm trying to tell you I exposed the story not because of money. Cause of rape.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. I exposed the story not because of money. I don't care if they were paid. I'm exposing the story because of rape. So regardless wangelipwa, wakose kulipwa, mimi personally
bado
ninge-expose niseme this girl was
that is actually the
sasa hiyo
ndo
nataka kujua.
So regardless hata walipwe 150,000 and this girl was raped and she called me crying. Regardless kama amepata pesa rape is rape.
So your word
Rape
was
is rape.
udem alirepiwa lakini aliforward.
Yeah, so the fact that Kenyans are saying kama it's a sijui kama huyu angepata share yake, huyu ange sijui nini. Mimi I was talking about rape.
Yeah.
I was not talking about money. I don't care if they were paid. Rape.
But
Rape is rape.
Simmone, I have a question for you. If these girls were paid and it was not consensual, and she told you, like, okay, this and this happened, but sikuwa comfortable. I was uneasy. I didn't know. Will you?
Isoko ni mbaya mse.
Mi hata
Isoko.
Sijui, but
Isoko watu wanasema ati mimi niko soko.
Jamii nimeishi kuambia save kitu moja.
Isoko ni mbaya.
Tuko side wrong ya soko.
You're in a very
episode kila episode napata
you're at a point where tuko in a point in life. No, it's not about having money. This is the same money enye mimi sina pia wewe hauna.
nani amekwambia sina?
Technically it's like tunakuaga tunatafuta the wrong things instead of finding what is right. You get like, you know, from a side of the story from our side of the story is okay, we understand this and this happened. Au mademo walenda Nakuru with the point of kupata 50,000 but hawakupata 50,000. See, Dalana comes up with a question, au mademo angelipwa 50,000 tungejua hiyo story. But Dalana anauliza hiyo question from a point of view nataka kujua, but from her point of view
it was considered rape.
The storyteller yeye alieleza the story yesi tunajua based on rights,
women's rights.
Like yeye alikuwa hapo nje ku make sure anataka kujua.
Let me tell you, I didn't want to expose Shane. I just wanted guys to know this is the person who's
kwa hivyo anafanya
so in case usikie msichana anakuambia let's do this,
so she overreacted.
Be cautious.
No, so between you and her, who overreacted?
Hapa kuna overreacting.
Mbona anakuja kuniambia? Mbona anakuja kusema I'm the one who pimped those girls, only to send a screenshot of mimi nikituma manamba. But alafu behind that anasema ati she knew they are going to sleep with her baba, that's why she sent the number. Unaelewa?
This reminds me.
But now ngoja. But now niko hapa nauliza huyu dem mbaba wa 50 mbona hakuniambia, like what's going on?
Simmone, I have a question for you. There's a screenshot also that was existing of you saying ati nimewambia I've been there before.
You know who we're talking about? We're talking about Lisa. Okay. We were talking about Lisa. Lisa is the girl X who people thought it's her.
Okay, it was the wrong girl X.
It's the wrong girl
X.
So you were told Lisa that you've been there before,
not
so she can go. You're talking about something
that was
else.
Another story.
And even if I think the location doesn't really matter.
I think this story needed the two-person perspective because history kuna two main characters, who is Shane and Simmone, and the other ones are just victims of this circumstance and this interaction, this
listen
conversation.
Listen to my question.
But one of them anajua everything that was going to happen.
Na swali langu ni kilichofanyika, what she relates to, is it similar? We can't say location inaweza kuwa tofauti. Tunaweza enda Samburu and the same thing happens. Sawa. So when you said I've been there, this has happened to me, did you mean, is it the similar
thing? A similar situation or something different?
Nope.
Okay, what was different?
No, it wasn't pressure if she doesn't want. So the only people who know is her and whoever was being talked to. But anyway, all in all, let's come to the logical side of this story and just converse about
the law regarding.
Let's get to the moral aspect, because for every podcast that we do, lazima tuko na that moral aspect that
the educational part of it
because
all.
I feel like this scenario happened because of wanting everyone wants to make money in one or another. Everyone wants to have money. Everyone wants to be well off in a way. And the fact that this particular girl is living alone and fend for herself. Telling you don't know how to pay rent. You don't know what food you will eat. You have this standard that you want to live up to. Purportedly, I don't know. But then you had about this big opportunity of you getting this big money that probably would have helped you somewhere. Ungepata hii do, ungefanya 1 2 3, ungelipa rent, ungekula, ungebuy this and that.
Actually, you know what?
And then
you know what? Let me just talk about your time nilisema nimemwambia nishaenda huko, si ndio?
Okay.
Because sitaki watu waanze kusema ati amekata kusema,
Yeah, I get it.
So wow, God help me. So this Shane girl, I'm not going to say the name of the girl who refused to go to Nakuru.
Okay.
So this girl was like she lives in Nakuru. Actually,
The other girl.
Yeah, let's just say she lives in Nakuru because she does live in Nakuru.
Okay.
Yeah, wacha nisiji-contradict. She
Nakuru
does live
Bay.
in Nakuru. Yeah. So
Nakurunik.
this girl, when now Shane tells me to send numbers now uko Nakuru, I'll be like sending also to my Nakuru.
Yeah, okay,
babes.
contact list utaona those
Yeah,
Nakuru
my
kwanza.
Nakuru babes,
And then you
yeah.
send the Nairobi ones later.
Anyways, so this Shane girl was like, mdanganye ushaikuja huku.
So like ni for mushaika mno kapewa do mingi. Mdanganye babe. Jananisho wako sio Kimau ati na pia ako huko sijui story na do ama sijui anaambia nini. We mcall.
Okay.
To something planned.
Okay. So she was like mdanganye because I told her
Mwambie ushaika.
because I told her Shane msichana amekataa kukuja. She's like she doesn't get why it's a party na nalipwa,
Nalipwa,
yeah. So she was like mimi nimekataa kukuja. So I'm trying to tell her msichana amesema hakuji. So Shane is like alikuwa so desperate akaniambia ati mdanganye ushaienda. At this point Shane is pressuring me so much. I went and told that girl, skiza, there's a girl called Shane who's going to contact you. Sema hutaenda na hutaenda. Go and tell her directly. Okay. That's what I told that girl. Na mimi nikaandikia Shane nimemwambia nishaenda huko. You get?
Yeah, okay.
So I told that girl there's a girl called Shane and if you don't want to go, your instincts are telling you not to go. Just go and tell her. Enda tu mwambie bas. Sitaki kwenda and please stop pressuring Simmone. You get?
Yeah.
So that's the part niliandika nimemwambia nishaienda, but I didn't tell the girl that. I told her please kuna dem anaitwa Shane na usiende. If you don't want to go, if your instincts are telling you
no,
don't go, please
do that.
don't go.
Okay.
Just go and tell her because she's starting to pressuring me. Just go and tell her.
Right.
You get? Now does it make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So in
That's a
this
little bit of
case
sense.
Shane
Yeah.
was trying to act smart.
Yeah.
To
So
get
she
the
was
girls,
like
yeah.
enda
convinced.
Yeah. So she was like enda mdanganye, and I was like why do you want me to lie? Wasichana ni wengi. Why do you want me to lie? Why do you want me to start saying ati pia mimi nishaenda huko, pia mimi nishailipwa 50k? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell you the liar. Nimemwambia. Then I go tell that person, please, if your instincts are like don't go.
Yeah, don't.
Go and tell that
Siende.
Shane personally you're not
Siendi
going to
na
go.
siendi.
Na siendi.
But okay, I think maybe not overthink, but I feel most Kenyans really want to know and understand. Wewe mwenyewe kama sasa Simmone ushaijipata kwa hii situation? Swali la kwanza ni hilo. Ushaijipata kwa hii situation?
Yenye nimepeleka
Hata
kwa
siye
baba.
pekee, as in do you think this is something that is
Yeah.
rampant? Like, is it an ongoing
It
thing
is.
of chiles? Do you know your friends who do the same things?
Not
Do you know
my
people?
friends, not my friends. I've gotten DMs
Because
from
they were
people.
linking you with a girl called Tatu on Instagram, and they were saying you and Tatu and a couple of other chiles.
Mnafanya hili
This is something
biashara.
mmezoea. This is
Let me
just
tell you something.
Kawaida.
I've got venye nini story girls came to me and they were like, Simmone, you know what, I'm even glad umeongelelea story. This
it
is
does
something
happen.
people
It's something that has been happening in
Yeah,
Kenya.
it's something. It's something that happens.
This makes me support one of my our editor. Amesema ikitu it's okay in happen in Kenya, but atujui to what extent inafanyika. But at the same time, I want to thank her
for light, pouring light.
This is actually a bold move.
Yeah, because atungeaijua, because here on social media tunaona
unajua social media unaona watu wameenda Mombasa,
mahepi,
wameenda
Diani.
US, wameenda, but you don't know what that girl has gone through.
Yeah, true.
Ndo apate hiyo pesa ya kuishi
but I have a question. Na set na try kuwa tackle.
Yeah, it's okay.
But you as a girl and with your morals, do you think it's right for now ladies or women or girls doing that for the sake of giving us pressure? My point is just for the sake of money.
For the pleasure.
For the sake of
pressure.
Do you think it's right?
It's not right.
So technically it's okay to say that females on social media are giving us unnecessary pressure.
No one has said that.
It is because
it is very unnecessary actually.
But it happens though. It happens.
One thing I know for sure.
Assuming napenda dem flani. Then
Ndalana.
So assuming I'm in love with Ndalana, yeah? Then I see Ndalana on a social media kila mahali, not kila mahali. Every time ako Diani, Mombasa.
Mnakula naye skuma huko Mudhuri.
Mimi naye skuma nyumbani. Na ateti, you get. So it's bringing me to a point that I feel like it's so wrong for girls to give us this notion of we are doing fine when in real sense none of you is
the fineness is courtesy of this bullshit that is happening out here. Anyway, as we finalize, I think manze, this story imekuwa, yani it's kind of, it should teach tricky. People things. I mean, it's very educative in a way.
May I ask you, because you're the man in this podcast at the moment.
Wait, unajua?
Napenda ukisema wait, because every time anasema wait najua ni chai.
Kuna mali sitaki watu wa contradict, nataka kuonyesha screenshot.
This is your time. Utilize.
Sitaki uone jina msichana. Nilimwandikia nini udem? Just read out loud. Easy message. E12.
Okay. Kuna dem anaitwa Shane anakupigia. Usikubali kuenda, sawa?
So technically yuko kwa story tunamuonea.
So I think these are receipts. And of course lazima tuamini
receipts. But nikaenda nikaambia msichana, kuna msichana.
So this is the other one mwenye uliambia ule wanak sasa.
Wanak sasa.
But
I think because she lives there, I think maybe she knows
amezoea.
Yeah, what's going down.
But apparently mimi nimesoma Nakuru, so
yeah, unfortunately
we have to
wind up. Unfortunately,
I just have a question for you men. If you Eugene or Seb calls me, you're like, hey babe, you won't call me that. Dalana sema, I'm like, hey poa. So we are going out for drinks. Uko na madem. This happens. Kuja na madem.
Yeah, it does happen.
I mean, it's okay to have fun. But then don't put your friends in jeopardy because of fun.
Okay, but how does it end up? Let's be realistic.
Yes.
How does it end up?
No, but it all depends with the person.
But how does it end up though?
My question.
For real, hata mimi, okay, me I've been that person mwenye nimeambiwa come na wade.
So swali langu ni,
believe you me, up to me I don't do that by the way.
Sawa, Sebastian.
I have friends who are chiles.
You don't do that. But my question is, the men who actually do that. My phone nimepata ati hey niko hapa na hapa, unajua dem ako around. I'm like, hey, unataka nini mbaya na wewe? Unataka nini? Swali langu ni, are we are we accelerating
But do you know why men
the
do that?
continuation
Do you know
of
why-
such a
Okay, let's just wind up this whole story.
You asked about Tatu.
Yeah, ask about Tatu.
Tatu aliingiliaje kwa story?
Tatu alikuwa linked through Njambi Fever's stories.
Kwa live.
On the live, actually.
Exact. Hata nimekumbuka bas. So this girl was in live saying the way Shane alim pia yeye alimpigia, you get, but alikataa. Now how is Tatu kukataa na Tatu kwa na mubaba
and Tatu
inaingiana aje? Juu mimi nilianza kuongea na Tatu the same day. Oh, and plus someone wrote in kwa hiyo stories ati wasichana wamekuwa friends for long, and I'm like wow, mimi nilijua Tatu siku yenye aliingia. Actually nilikuwa najua Tatu, but mimi nilianza kuongea na Tatu personally siku yenye aliingia hiyo live. You get? So now I'm wondering, mbona watu hawana evidence ya kitu wanasema?
It's more of
Okay, unajua
my opinion.
the moment
than
something I usually
work.
say, the moment the people don't have that perspective, that correct perspective, they will always be insinuating.
And let me tell you
Insinuation lazima
Let me tell you something. Tatu works for her own money. She has a job. I'm just going to clear the air right now. Tatu has a job. She's working for her own money. She's not sleeping with men because of money. She's not the way now sasa ameanza kusema ati analala na Nigerians. She's not doing that. Tatu has her own job. She's a social media influencer. She might use that as her own job. She has her own bag. She knows what she's doing. She has a full-time job, and it's not ati nikisema job na maanisha ati sasa yeye ni hookup girl. She has
If you
a
ask me
job.
personally how I knew Tatu, I think she was dating someone I knew. You know, a certain guy alikoga pia influencer. I don't know, nimesahau jina.
China mwagika huku leo.
Relax. Let's just have a mature conversation. And since that time, okay, me, I've been seeing her here and there. You know, you can't really go and ask someone, oh, how do you get your money? You know, kila msea kona background different and professions and stuff. Yani stuff of interest anyway.
It's different.
So me, I can't sit from a point of judging and say, oh, this one does this, this one does this. All you're saying in this podcast is the things that have been said so that you can get that clarity from the horse's mouth. Unaget? Because at the end of the day, these are things that are bound to ruin reputations.
Yeah.
These are things that are bound to make people lose jobs. These are things that are bound to make people be arrested and go to
it's
jail.
true.
Yeah.
Unaget? So clarity is something very important, and I hold dear.
Yeah.
I hold dear clarity because I took it upon myself to invite each and every one of them. I invited her. I invited Shin as well.
accused and
Shin
the
could not
accuser.
make it because of other things that she told me about. But hopefully she'll change her mind and be on the podcast in the next session so that they can clear this out. But in a perfect scenario, I wish that she could have been here on the other end. I don't know if you guys could have sit in the same.
No, I couldn't.
Okay, it would have been hard. But anyway,
I couldn't.
everyone has a chance.
I could have gotten mad because why are you calling me a
Yeah. Of course, I thought about those. I thought about those kind of
I
things.
could have gotten mad, not because I hate her, but because
Alikuita
you're saying things without
you didn't
facts.
benefit.
Your statements don't
So
have
definitely,
facts.
it could have been chaotic.
Yeah.
So this goes out to everyone that feels like they have something to say about this thing. Reach out to us, our social medias. You have them. They're here. If you want to
Talk to us.
give your voice and be listened to and your perspective
Not even-
listened
not
to,
even-
And give us more
come here,
tea.
tell me that you want to come to the pod. I'll give you that space.
Not even about this story, but about stories.
listen,
About everything.
You're not
actually.
waiting for me to finish, but about stories of, let's say, a friend of yours also went through the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, this podcast, we're not trying to
We don't victimize.
not
Yeah.
victimizing. No, that's not my point. We're not trying to continue his story.
Yeah.
Okay, it will
It's
continue,
wrong.
yes, but we're not trying to continue his story. You're trying to spread
Awareness.
of things that happen. People are being sex trafficked. People are being assaulted. People are being raped in the name of ni mimi naenda at this place, it's a
Umekuta na
party.
huyu
and it's not even that. You'll get a manager has slept with a girl kwa club ndio aweze kulipa msichana, you get.
Yeah.
They'll be like, mimi by then nilikuita kama host lakini lazima ulale na mimi ndio upate hiyo pesa.
And due to,
You get.
I won't call it desperation, but due to that need for that money,
Yeah,
unajipata you just
situation,
do it
You have to do it.
because you have no option. Utalipa
Like,
rent.
you know, the girls were coming to my DM and they were like, this has happened to my friend, this has happened to me. I wish they could air their voices and be like, yes, this is happening in Nairobi. These men are
But
sleeping with
Ian Clubhouse
these men
podcast.
are sleeping with younger girls, you know, something of the sort. People should come out and say it's wrong, rape is wrong, you know. Yeah, don't think it in a perspective ati mi nimekosa pesa. That's actually shallow thinking. Sija, I don't need pimping, man. Why?
And I feel seconding to what you said, I feel it's needful for us if we are contacted and nimeitishwa madem or something. I think honestly there's a point you just say wacha. Mi hata sijuani na wasichana basi. Unataka wanaume.
Learning from my lesson, wachana tu nayo. Because let me tell you something. I even posted a screenshot of Honorable Mbogo. He texted me and he'll be like, you know what? Keep the eye on your ball. Keep. Wacha nisome. Hata nimesahau kitu alisema. He wrote something of keep your eye on the ball, you'll be successful. Because he knows what he's saying. He knows these are things that happens. He's I was spreading awareness about. So you guys starting to say
mwache kuitisha wasichana because I'm pretty, I'm all you want.
Na kama wanaitisha wasichana, itisha wasichana loki, usikuje kutu involve sisi.
If what you want is the me girl, don't ask me for other women. There are men who do that. They're like, hey, niaje uko na mdem ameiva kaa wewe.
Undalana huyu.
If
you should stop
as a man, if you want to
sleep
kutuingililia na as a man, if you want to sleep with a girl, no mwana Instagram yake,
so mdm
endo mwambie
mwambie
fungua roho
unakaa crush yangu Kim Kardashian.
Okay guys, I think we have to finish up and nataka tumalize on a good note. I want each one of us to have closing remarks as we finish. Tuanzia Eugene, tuende Ndalana, Simmone, and then I'll close up. Alafu in case of anything, this conversation will go on social media wise,
and not forgetting
reach out to us.
Ending Women's Month.
As we end Women's Month.
Oh, this is Women's Month.
Yeah.
So it even makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect because
perfect sense.
I think wacha tukuna closing remarks tumalize.
Mr. Vibes,
what do you have to say?
Mine is to say is if you're out there and if you really have to do something to benefit from something, think twice before you do it. Don't do something for your own sake.
Consider both sides.
But do something na akili ya kujua harm itakufanyikia. So I think nitapea Madam T aendelee.
For me, I would say this is a month that we should respect and honor being a woman and honor the women in our lives. So if honestly, if you reach out to me, niku plug my name, I'll never do that. I've never done it. And I feel it's upon us, both females and males, to just tukue in spirit. If I know pretty babes as a guy, I wouldn't plug them to my guy friends. If I know pretty babes as a babe, I wouldn't plug them to
Your friends.
to my male friends. And I feel if we do that to cure each other's keepers, we'll definitely it will save us some
a lot and survive.
Tutajisaidia kwa kina. So the story with the T.
Actually, I like to tell girls out there, speak up. Speak up. If you're raped, speak up. Sawa? Doesn't matter what the cops will say. There are people who will support you.
Yeah.
If those 3 cops won't support you, there's social media, they will support you.
Yeah, social media is really a big tool.
It's something big. I realized sikuwa nimejua, but I realized it after nili trend. Speak up. don't be scared. Don't be scared. People will say, msichana amerepiwa. You spoke up. You were helped. Your health is okay. You're not pregnant. Don't fear. Second, learn it from girls. Learn it from me. Learn it from me. If someone comes and tells you, nitafutie wasichana, be
Never do
informed.
that. And
I
never
wish
just-
I was informed. I wish I knew these girls were going to do these things.
And in
No.
short, just don't do
Yeah.
that. Don't provide.
If it's not that, back off. Be like, I'm not going to do this.
Stuck in
Yeah.
mambo.
I'm not going to do this. Learn it from me. So
'Cause-
learn to speak up. Yeah.
And I have to add something to what Simmone said. If one of them, kibahati mbaya, something really bad happened, they died or anything, let me tell you, let's be honest,
Blaming your woman.
Simmone
Exactly.
will be the one who will be blamed. So you
For
as
everything.
the tutamitaje third party,
Just a character in the story.
mpeanaji wa wasichana,
Ukwe smart ujue unapeana na.
please
Yeah.
just don't do it cause something hujui huo mtu ako na hasira gani,
Gani,
hujui
yeah.
nini
Yeah.
bana
Also,
I think we'll
also
have
wait.
to finish,
Also, kidogo
please.
to also, if you're afraid to go to the cops, kuna page
They speed
Instagram
up.
inaitwa usikimye.
Yeah.
usikimie.
Use that. They will
There's a
help
lot.
you. It's a whole full organization. They'll help you. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, as I close, I'd like to first and foremost thank everyone that has taken part in the conversation, everyone that has, heard this story and tried to give a honest opinion about it, a sane opinion, actually. I'd like to thank my fellow members in the podcast for actually showing up and having this conversation together with Simmone. Also, I thank Simmone, man.
Yeah.
This is a very bold move, and we appreciate. We love the step that you took to actually accept this invitation and come to clear things out. We hope and pray that nothing bad happens to this girl X, who will not really
disclose her identity.
And out there, man, as in society nowadays is kind of fucked up in a way. So everyone, it doesn't matter. See, not women, okay, all women,
And
girls, men, boys, all alike. Just be careful with your life. Be careful with who you interact with. Be careful with the decisions you make. Be careful with how you handle your life and your lifestyle. Don't be under that much pressure of wanting to make it so fast, and yet you don't know your story. There's only one person writes this story. If you are a believer, you know that God writes this story. If you're a Muslim, you know that Allah is the creator and he does, all the story writing, and
And
he has
if
your
you-
story at tips. Don't try to rush through life just because you want something that is short-lived. You understand? Don't put yourself at risk. Don't put your life at risk. Don't put others at risk, because these things really do happen and they're real. As in, sit nasikiza ka story, but ni story may happen ya
It
msee.
really happen ya
No, no.
mtu.
If it chances that it comes back to you, you won't like it. You're sitting on the other side of the screen, laughing about this situation, criticizing the people who came forth to talk about it, criticizing the same people who were contributing positive things to support the people who are involved, but you don't really know how it feels to be on the other side of the receiving end. You understand? So from my end, I just like to close by saying, manze, be careful, trust in God, and manze, be happy. Be happy,
Hakuna
manze.
pressure.
At the end of the day, punguza
Wacha
pressure.
pressure.
Yeah,
Punguza pressure ya maisha, punguza
Ngoja.
pressure, just be
Hatuwezi kuwa
happy
the same.
and live life. Go.
It will work out.
Yeah, it's just
regardless.
one day at a time. Kesho leo hauna, kesho
I have-
utakuwa nayo.
I
Like
have one last word.
Allah ni mpaji.
I have one last word before tumalize. Na kuna mtu anaongea after hii.
Mimi naongea alafu tumalize, please. Okay?
Last word. Msingangane na wao baba. Nikujieni mimi.
Usually amesema ni mbaba, he has the money.
Mwachane na
So guys,
hizi.
follow us everywhere on Instagram, the Clubhouse Podcast KE, Instagram as well, the Clubhouse Experience. YouTube, you have our visuals out each and every week. The Clubhouse Company KE, TikTok, the Clubhouse Experience, Chichi Eugene, Ndalana, N.D.A.L.N. On that,
I just
Kila
said the
mahali.
S. Simone, so Simone underscore, it's an
Yeah,
underscore,
hivyo.
and then myself is Chocolate Daddy. Yeah, it was a rap, and
Hujaita vizuri. It's the chocolate zaddy.
you can say it for me.
Kwaherini.
Say it again. Say it.
It's the chocolate zaddy.
Mashallah, and we are out.
Kwaherini.
Thank you.